Hello, I'm Mario Toneguzzi with Faith Spotlight. Joining me today is Caleb Regnier, who is with the Catholic Christian Outreach Group. Thanks for joining us today, Caleb.
Happy to be here.
Okay, now we're going to be talking a little bit about your involvement with the upcoming men's conference. But tell me first a little bit about the organization, CCO, what it is, and what you guys do.
Yes, so I work with CCO here in Calgary, Mount Royal University. And yeah, our mission is work with university students across the country. There's different movements in most major cities across Canada. And our hope is that university students come to know Jesus, come alive in the Catholic faith. And we also hope to build up leaders for the renewal of the world, that encouraging them to become missionary disciples. Yeah, very big passion of mine.
Okay, so tell me a little bit, the upcoming men's conference, God Squad, theme this year is Way to the Father on March 22nd, 23rd in Calgary at Ascension Parish. How are you folks going to be involved with that?
Yeah, so we're hoping to bring as many young men as we can. There's such a need for young men to be connected in their faith community. And yeah, my hope is just get young men there. And sometimes it's hard for young men to get plugged in, or sometimes it's easy to feel as a young man, how do I connect with even the older men in the Catholic community that, are more established in their faith. You almost feel, who am I to be there? But my hope is to actually really connect them. And God Squad the God Squad conference is an excellent way to start that.
Caleb, have you attended these before?
Yes, I've been to the past couple. They've been great. I have to say the Spalumbos was a highlight on a non-spiritual side, but yeah, I've been in the past, both when we did it online, but especially last year in person, very impactful. And yeah, great speakers, great way to meet the Catholic men in our city. So it's been awesome in the past.
So if you were a salesman, in some ways you are, but if you're a salesman and you're trying to pitch this to people, men of your age group, like how would you sell them on coming to this conference?
Yeah, I would say as a man, it is so important to make your faith personal and to find ways to grow in your relationship with Jesus and the church. And to take a unique opportunity like this to do that with other men with the same heart. It's such a unique and special opportunity to do. And what do you really have to lose? Especially young man, God Squad makes it affordable as a student. And what do you really have to lose? So I'd say do it. There's few opportunities to do something so unique like this with other men. And so jump on it.
All right. Tell me a little bit about yourself, Caleb, and your journey to the faith.
Yeah. So I came to follow Jesus in my later years of high school. And for me, it really came down to I grew up Catholic, going to mass, but is really as I was in those later years of high school, I was invited to give my life to Jesus. And through that simple invite, I remember making that decision to become a disciple. And since that decision, I've really grown. But it really came down to that initial spark and decision where my faith really became my own, not what my parents were telling me to do, but what I chose. And and since then I've grown in discipleship under his fatherhood and come to know him in an increasingly personal way into my young adulthood. And now as a husband and a father, I attribute who I am to Jesus and who he's made me to be.
Yeah. So was there like an aha moment, like epiphany, like pivotal moment that turned things around for you?
Yeah. There were a few moments where I encountered Jesus, and it would have been at retreats through my youth group where I experienced Jesus in a personal way. But really the aha moment was actually that moment I was expressing where someone challenged me to invite Jesus into the center of my life. And I had experienced God and I've been to retreats, but I always those were like nice moments and great. And I believed, but really what God was waiting for was my yes. And the aha moment was really when I was invited or challenged to say yes back, to say my yes to him. And so it was actually that simple but significant yes that I had made, that really started everything for me becoming more personal.
All right, wonderful. Well, thanks a lot, Caleb, for joining us today.
Yes, happy to be here. And I'm looking forward to the God Squad conference.
And looking forward to those sausages, Palumbo sausages. Even the bishop might show up for the sausage.
Yeah, yes.
All right, wonderful. Thanks, Caleb. That was Caleb Regnier, who is with the Catholic Christian Outreach Group. I'm Mario Toneguzzi with Faith Spotlight. Thanks for joining us today.